So Mark Carney released his new cabinet. He announced his new cabinet, and there's some kind of faces that weren't in cabinet before. It's a lot of the same people: Chrystia Freeland, Fraser, Guilbeault. It's not really. I think the Liberal Party is the Liberal Party. It's the Liberal Party that was made in Justin Trudeau's image. It's still that. It's going to continue to be that. And the media will gaslight us as it gets more extreme and try and pretend that it's actually becoming more moderate. But, well, I'll be here to document it all for you. But let's hear Pierre Poilievre talk about this.
But now we have to find out if he was serious. And so far, it's not a promising start. The first disappointment is, unfortunately, his cabinet. He appointed Trudeau's old team and Trudeau's old advisors. Stephen Guilbeault, whose radical green agenda would shut down all future developments in our resource industry, is still the minister responsible for Quebec. Sean Fraser was the immigration minister who caused the immigration crisis, the housing minister who gave us the housing crisis, and now he's the minister responsible for addressing the Liberal crime crisis. It seems like he is the master at failing upward. Chrystia Freeland, who as finance minister hiked capital gains tax and carbon taxes and massively grew our debt to the point where we now spend $1 billion a week on interest.
And by the way, all of that happened under Mark Carney's advisement. So Chrystia Freeland became finance minister. Her previous experience was as a journalist for like the Financial Times. She became finance minister. Obviously, Mark Carney was behind all of these decisions. He was the guy that they trusted. He was advising them. When I say nothing is going to change, this is what I'm talking about.
Stays in the cabinet. Then there's Gary Anadesangari, the new Minister of Public Safety, who said the actual crimes, the actual issues around bail are quite sound, and they are embedded in, codified in law right now, as in to say that there's nothing wrong with the system. Well, in fact, there's everything wrong, as we see from the growing crime wave on our streets. Then there's François-Philippe Champagne, Trudeau's Minister of Everything, who never really managed to do anything. And he did it very loudly. But nice guy. I'll give him credit. He's a nice guy. But he was the Minister of Industry during which we had the worst economic growth of any country in the G7. And now he's in charge of the budget. Then there's Joly, LeBlanc, Haidu, Anand. Anand was the president of the Treasury Board, during which time the bureaucracy and the consultant bills blew out of control. In all, 14 Trudeau ministers are now in Carney's cabinet. It's more of the same when Canada needs real change. Even the new additions are problematic. Gregor Robertson was the mayor of Vancouver, who pushed for total legalization of hard drugs, distribution of tax-funded opioids. During his time there was a 600% increase in overdoses. Now he's the housing minister. Well, what's his record on housing? Well, he increased housing taxes in Vancouver by 141%, and the result was that housing costs went up by 149%, more than doubling the costs and giving Vancouver, his city, the most expensive housing prices in all of North America. Now, Mr. Carney puts this gentleman in charge of housing. If this is the new blood that Mr. Carney is bringing into the cabinet, then sadly for Canadians, nothing is going to change. And the role of the Conservative Party will be more important than ever.
I'm glad that we kept, the Conservatives are keeping Pierre Poilievre. I think he did do a good job. He increased membership in the Conservative Party by a lot. The highest percentage of the population voted for the Conservatives, the highest percentage in 40 years. I think that the real problem, and we've talked about this before, is that Canada is just a left-wing party, and you had 11% of the NDP that would rather vote for Mark Carney, and why not? I mean, he's not very different from them, really. Would rather vote for him than have any Conservative as prime minister. So he's got to make up a few more percent, and it's really not even him that has to do it. It's just what will happen under Carney, right? The more people will find that line where they say, okay, this is enough. It's time to stop behaving like a lunatic. It's time to stop, acting to my own detriment or voting to my own detriment. That's what just simply has to happen. People just have to find enough people just have to find that line. And under Carney, they will. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.